Hello, this is Sharon Webb, Travel Tracker Implementation Specialist. I wanted to show you the additional invoice cost. Additional invoice costs provide a great deal of flexibility when you're assigning cost in an invoice. They can be used for things such as flat rates, reimbursements, meals, any other cost that you would like to set up. The additional invoice cost can be used in two different areas on the invoice. The first area is in the driver cost section, and that comes up in a flat rate. The other cost will be available at the bottom of the invoice. And you can select up to 4 additional costs in this area on the invoice. Now, let me show you how you can set those up. From your Setup Tables tab, you're going to scroll down in the Vehicle section and look for Additional Invoice Cost. That will bring up a table that you will create those costs by clicking on the Create Cost button and then adding in whatever category or type of cost that you might want to add to your invoice. Notice that you can put in a set amount, or you can leave it at 0 and it is editable on the invoice, so you can set it to any amount. If you would like the cost to be displayed in the driver section in that flat rate, you can check this box. If you leave it unchecked, it won't show up in the drop down there. So once you've decided what you're going to call it, and if it's going to be a given amount, or if you're going to leave it at a various amount or show it in the driver's section, of course you simply click the Submit button. Now let's take a look at that in an invoice, for example. So I'm going to my Invoices tab, and we're going to open one of these invoices and take a look at where that shows up. Now, since I have checked it to show up in the driver's section, it's going to be in this flat rate drop down. And so when I click on that, notice that I have 2, and if I click on the meal stipend, which was the one we added, it's going to automatically add in that $20 amount that we set. Now I can make a change to this. If I do, I need to click my little check to retain button. Now the other place that this meal additional cost shows up is in the additional invoice cost section at the bottom of the invoice. Notice there are, like we said, up to 4 different costs that you can add in, and you can use any of these, any combination of these that you would like to add in those amounts. Again, if it's a 0 rate on the additional cost, then you can put in any amount that you would like to, and then this amount will be added onto your invoice as an additional invoice cost. So I hope maybe that will be helpful to you one of these days when you're filling out invoices and need a little more flexibility. Thank you.